My name is Brian Murphy. I'm the founder and CEO of ReliaQuest, and ReliaQuest is an AI-driven security operations platform that allows the largest commercial companies in the world the ability to detect, contain, investigate, and respond in less than 5 minutes. I founded ReliaQuest in 2007. I bootstrapped the business for 9 years without outside capital, and it was really just put your head down and grow. We had moved to a recurring revenue model and really around end of 2013, beginning of 2014, and sales were starting to rip, so we didn't need cash. That wasn't the reason that we were listening. And I had one of the advisors, Tim Holcomb, was a great advisor, still a good friend to this day. Kept getting cold calls, I kept getting cold calls, and Tim would take a couple of them, and there was one that he said, hey, you should probably talk to this guy. They sound a little bit different. There's this guy, Richard Liu. He's pretty persistent, but you should check it out. Took the call and liked what I heard, and Kyle Griswold came in. I'll never forget. Pretty sure he missed his flight. I was thinking he was going to miss his flight. It's like wanted to sit down for an hour and a half, and he was flying back to New York that night. He never blinked, never looked at his watch, didn't care, and I just appreciated how open he was, how honest he was, and I appreciated that he was going to miss his flight, not make a big deal of it. We had, in our last capital raise in 2025, actually had a group stop the meeting and let's do a time check so I can make sure I can get to the airport on time. And I just kind of laughed thinking back to Kyle doing what I would have done, miss the plane, take the meeting. So that was a lot of things that we saw early on of why we went with FTV. So I think the value they add was one, just that formal structure, having that sounding board, and then the global partner network was great. We were building GrayMatter at the time and starting to really craft this and really bouncing this off of Fortune 10, Fortune 20 companies where we were able to get a couple of the global partner network security teams and technology teams in to just hear us out. It wasn't a pitch, it wasn't a sale, it was just, hey, what do you think about what we're trying to do, or how do you think, because if it works in the largest environments in the world, it'll work for anybody. So that was a huge opportunity for us. When we started our diligence period with FTV Capital, I think we were, maybe 60 people, probably 12 to 15 million of ARR, so pretty early. That was in 2016. Today, and we're sitting in September of 2025, we're about 350 million of annual recurring revenue and about 1,300 plus teammates globally. And when we took capital with FTV in 2016, we had just opened our second operating system in Las Vegas. And as we sit today, we have 6 global operating centers in Vegas, Salt Lake City, obviously Tampa, Dublin, London, and Pune, India. So we were able to take a really high quality growth investor in FTV Capital. And then the beauty of that is when you have the right investor and then you perform to the right degree, those investors stay with you. FTV has always done the thing that they said they were going to do. And I appreciate that as a founder and as an operator. There's so much to look forward to in cybersecurity. There's always been a huge market opportunity. But look, security is a team sport. It takes a lot of buy-in from our investors to build things over time. And I don't think that when we started building GrayMatter, anybody knew what it was going to be able to be. But we had such a great support from the FTV team and a lot of faith in what we were building and how we did it. And going forward, they believe in how we're doing this now. So it's an exciting time to be in cybersecurity. We've got a large opportunity in front of us. I believe that cyber is the greatest technical challenge of our generation, and we're glad to be working with all of the partners in the room, the global partners in the room, the entire FTV network, and always glad to be working with the team, the staff, the partners, the associates at FTV Capital. So glad to be working with you, and thanks for the time.